Busy night in the KDKA newsroom. Ken Rice is at the anchor desk with a preview of tonight's 11 o'clock news. Ken?
Hey, Bob. A Pennsylvania state trooper is charged in a deadly crash. You're going to hear reaction from the victim's family. Plus, the road closures you're going to want to know about starting tomorrow ahead of this weekend's Pittsburgh Marathon, and the pop-up burger joint that you'll definitely want to take the kids to, but you'll have to do so on one of the only 2 days it's going to be here. We'll explain. All coming up in minutes on KDKA News at 11. Bob.
Well, if you're hungry, you're hungry. You'll find a way. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. Let's go to David in Finleyville. David, what's up?
Bob, thanks for taking my call. This question is for yourself and Chris. How many games do you think the Pirates can win this year by watching them so far this year?
Thank you. I said 79. That was before the season started. I think I'll stick to that. I think, more optimistic than most, but I expect development, and so far I think I've seen some of it. Chris?
I think they've banked so many wins. I think their division's pretty bad, which means they should have some more gettable games than you would think otherwise. I'm upping my 67-ish prediction from preseason to somewhere between 78 and probably 84 or so.
That's a big jump.
The higher end of that. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, they're 20-12. Like, I get that they've lost 4 in a row overall. They're 20-12.
Yeah,
they didn't win their 20th game last year until May 30th. So they've banked a lot more wins than I think people even understand. And therefore, I have to adjust my projection a lot higher upward. I really do.
All right, we got a lot of tweets here. One of them is from Ma Not, who talks about hot goalies and why he thinks the Florida Panthers are going to win a cup behind Sergei Bobrovsky, who's great again tonight. And Toronto now is down 0-2, both home losses to the Florida Panthers. It goes to show you just get in. The Penguins screwed up. They had 2 of the worst teams in the last week of the season. Florida gets in, and then they take down Boston. And keep in mind how good Florida was last year. The addition of Tkachuk has been amazing for them. They changed the dynamic of how they played.
Yeah, the Penguins wouldn't have beaten Boston. Florida's a better team, and they've showed it so far in these playoffs. May I offer a suggestion to the Toronto Maple Leafs to get back into what right now looks like a precipitous hole that they've dug themselves? Don Penguin sweaters. Sergei Bobrovsky tends not to like seeing those in the postseason. Just start wearing Penguins gear, and suddenly he should turn into a sieve. But Tkachuk is a really fun player to watch in all seriousness. That series, I think, could still go 6 or 7 games, and it's 2 of the most entertaining teams left.
There's no question about it. And Bobrovsky, give him credit, though. He was outstanding in the end of that game. And, you know, when they took down Boston, and now so far in 2 games, he has been the best goalie. We're going to wrap it up on that note. Chris, thank you very much. Appreciate it as always. Have a good weekend. We'll see you again next week. And thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back every single night of the week at this start time, 10:35, right here for the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Good night, Arnold Palmer.